Here's what I'm having a problem with. What I'm having a problem with is I'm looking on Twitter and I'm seeing all these Michigan fans losing their minds on the boards, the message boards, all this kind of stuff. They're losing their minds. They're mad at the university for not figuring out how to keep Harbaugh around. They're mad at Harbaugh for leaving, I guess, and bringing some of his guys with them and some of the guys leaving. A lot of them are turning on Harbaugh going, oh, look, it was all just about him after all. And now he's bringing our coaches and ruining what we have going on. Forget him and his trophy. Take it and leave. We don't, look at what's happening now. They're stealing our guys and Harbaugh's selfish and all this. Just leave and all that. Are you out of your mind? Every single programmed reason in my brain, I have no respect for that fan base, is being proven correct. Every day that I exist one more day, I'm proven right. All of my feelings and thoughts about that fan base. Every single one. And the further we go, the more right I am. And every next tweet I see, I go, yep, I'm right again. I'm right again. These people are out of their minds. You don't get to have it all. You don't get to have it all. The Michigan people were fine with him bending all the rules to get them a title. They were fine with it. He was their guy, taking risks. Anything for the M. Michigan against everybody. They were all fine with him doing anything possible to get them over the hump. They encouraged it. They supported it. They protected it. They covered for it. They did it all. Then they win the championship. And guess what? There's a bill to pay. There's a bill to pay. And they all should have known it. You didn't know how the tab was going to be paid, but you should have known, even as a half-brain Michiganite, you should have known there was going to be a bill to come due for this activity you've been doing and supporting and covering for. So now the bill comes due, and they can't handle that. You don't get it all. You don't get it all. You played all these games. You skirted around the rules. The guy was suspended half the year for not doing things right. You ended up getting away with all of it and winning the championship. Now the bill comes due, and they all are freaking out. And they just can't understand that this is kind of unraveling a little bit. Bro, this is how this goes. There is a bill that comes due when you win a title the way they want a title. You got to accept that. You don't get it all. Do the Michigan people really think they were going to just do all of the shady stuff they did this year and have no negative consequences at all moving forward? Just no stress at all. Everything would be smooth sailing. You got to have a brain enough as a Michigan fan to know there were going to be some tough times after this, no matter what happened. And they were all on board with it. They were all fine with it all fall. Now they're not. Now they're not. They really thought they were going to have it all. And this would all be smooth sailing. And now they're figuring out that it's not. And some of their coaches are going to the Chargers. Other guys are leaving and going somewhere else. Mike Elston's leaving, whatever. Jay Harbaugh's leaving. Oh, wow. There's a news update that Harbaugh's kid would follow Harbaugh out. The fact that they've all turned a few weeks after they win the titles, all it took, and they already have no appreciation of it, and they're mad at Harbaugh and everything else. These people are deranged. They're deranged. There was always going to be an uncomfortable bill due at the end of all this, And they're lucky that the Bills do after they won a title. Think about how bad this would be if they didn't win the title and they had all these problems, because they would have the same ones. Harbaugh was still going to leave. So the idea that they were all fine with all this, and then now that they won and Harbaugh left, now they're all upset. It's unreal. I thought those people, even as deranged as they were, would have understood there were going to be big-time sacrifices made to do what they did this year the way they did it. There was always going to be tough bills to be paid. They should have known it and expected it and prepared for it. Now they're acting like Harbaugh's the bad guy. You guys encouraged all of what he was doing. The media encouraged it. The fans encouraged it. That's our guy. Do what you're going to do. And Michigan over everybody. Harbaugh does what he wants. Let's do culture, whatever. They were all about it when it benefited Michigan. Now that Harbaugh's looking out for himself, now that's not okay and he's a bad guy. You should be thankful that this guy got away with as much as he did, won as much as he did on the way out, and you should be thankful of that. And you have, if you're a Michigan fan, shut up, deal with your asterisk trophy, and accept whatever's going to happen. This is the bill due when you operate the way you guys did and you supported it every step of the way. This is the bill that comes due. Shut up and pay it and deal with the consequences. Deal with the consequences. You don't get it all. I thought maybe, just maybe, even this group of nitwits would be able to enjoy the title for a couple months before the reality hits them that we got a hole to dig out of here. But at least we got to the pinnacle to deal with it. So every single stereotype and reason I don't like those people has been proven correct. How quickly they turned on their national hero. They were all willing to lay down on the train tracks to protect the guy. And then when he looks out for himself because he knows the hammer's coming down and gets out of Dodge, now he's the bad guy. I can't handle it. It's too much. The Michigan people want it all. They wanted to cheat their way, do all this stuff, flout the NCAA, have the coach suspended after you, ride an easy schedule, win the championship, and then have no fallout. And everything's beautiful, and they don't lose anybody, and everybody comes back, and everything. It's not reality. There was always going to be a bill due for the way you did this. Shut up and pay the tab.